some big news coming in. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned Abhishek Banerjee of the TMC and his wife Rujira in the teachers recruitment scam. Abhishek has been asked to appear on the 9th of October, whereas his wife has been she's been summoned on the 11th of October. Apart from TMC General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee, his parents Amit Banerjee and Lata Banerjee have also been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in question with the teachers recruitment scam in Bengal. Now that's the case that the ED has been pursuing for quite a while. Abhishek Banerjee has now been summoned along with his wife, both of them right at a time when we're seeing the TMC leaders and netas reaching the Rajghat in Delhi, protesting against central funds not being issued, the Manrega funds allegedly not being granted to West Bengal. And while they sit on dharna, here's a big knock on the door by the Enforcement Directorate. Abhishek Banerjee and his wife Rujira, both of them summoned in the teachers' job scam. Let me cut across to our reporter joining us for a little more on that. Rajesh Saha. Go on, Rajesh. Tell us a little more about the scam itself. This comes at a time when Abhishek Banerjee is protesting in Delhi over lack of funds for West Bengal from the centre.
Well, exactly, the breaking news is coming from the Central Province Enforcement Directorate is that after Abhishek Banerjee and his parents, now his wife Rujira Banerjee has also been summoned by the Central Province, the Enforcement Directorate. She has been asked to the Enforcement Directorate on this coming week, and let me tell you, Abhishek Banerjee and the TMC Abhishek Banerjee was summoned by the Central Province ED on the 3rd of October.
All right, we seem to have a connection error there. I'm going to try and patch our correspondent back on the line. But here we see Trinamool Congress MP Abhishek Banerjee. He's been already summoned in the teachers' recruitment scam case. And now in the latest, we hear that the ED has also summoned his wife in the same scam. In fact, ED has now summoned Abhishek Banerjee, his wife, both of them. They've been asked to appear on the 9th of October. Earlier, the summons was issued to Abhishek Banerjee on the 3rd of October. Now it's been moved to the 9th, while his wife has been called in on the 11th of October. Apart from TMC General Secretary, we hear that his parents, for the first time, Amit Banerjee and Lata Banerjee, have both been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the teachers' recruitment scam in Bengal. This is Abhishek Banerjee and his entire family, it appears, right at a time when they're seated in dharna in Delhi, demanding central funds, demanding that it be released to the state of West Bengal, accusing the centre of depriving West Bengal of the Manrega funds and the housing scheme funds. Here you have, right at this time, the ED now issuing summons to Abhishek Banerjee, his wife, his parents, all in the teachers' job scam. This is a huge development. Sources claim that Rujira Banerjee, his wife, has been asked to appear before the investigating officer of the ED at the CGO complex in Kolkata by next week. So earlier their summons, at least Abhishek Banerjee was summoned in the same scam on the 3rd of October. Now the summons has been issued for the 11th of October. Abhishek Banerjee to be summoned on the 11th of October. Beg your pardon, Abhishek Banerjee to be summoned on the 9th of October, while his wife to be summoned on the 11th of October. So this is the first time that his wife has been summoned by any central probing agency in the recruitment scam. She was questioned many times earlier as well in connection with the alleged coal smuggling case. This is the first time, though, in the teacher's job scam that his wife, Rujira Banerjee, has now also been summoned. ED has summoned Rujira Banerjee for the first time in the scam, while wants to question her regarding the alleged dubious financial transaction done by her company, Leaps and Bounds, where Abhishek Banerjee is holding the designation of a CEO until now. So TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. He's been asked to appear on the 9th of October in the teachers' job scam. Munish Pandey joining us. He tracks the Enforcement Directorate very closely, and particularly this case. Munish, it's really come as a huge setback right at a time when the entire TMC cadre the senior most leaders, MPs, MLAs who are seated in Dharna in Rajghat, they were dragged and detained. No permission was granted for them to give a press conference. They've been hurling huge allegations at the centre for not granting funds to the state of West Bengal. Just at that time, the ED now summons Abhishek Banerjee's entire family, his wife, his parents, in the teachers job scam, the recruitment scam that has been under investigation for quite a while. But for the first time, his wife and parents have been summoned.
Well, Nabila, certainly the timing is questionable as per the allegations by the opposition parties. But this will have a far-reaching political implication, because what we saw last evening, that Abhishek Banerjee led a protest. He sat on a dharna at Krishi Bhawan, and later he was detained by the police. After a few hours, he has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in the teachers recruitment scam. And not only Abhishek Banerjee, but also his wife, Rujira Banerjee, has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. Earlier, his father was questioned by the ED. And this entire investigation, according to the Enforcement Directorate, is centered towards one company which is owned by Rujira Banerjee at one point of time, that is Leaps and Bound. What ED suspects at this point of time is that this company was used for money laundering. There are two foreign banks account of Rujira Banerjee, wife of Abhishek Banerjee, which is under scanner. But all this is part of the investigation which is being conducted by the Enforcement Directorate. But there is a political angle which you also pointed out, because TMC in last few months, what we have seen, including Abhishek Banerjee, they have been targeting the centre, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and including the state BJP for using CBI, ED and income tax against TMC leaders. And once again, when Abhishek Banerjee himself has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate along with his wife, certainly this will have a far-reaching political implications. We are still waiting reaction from the Trinamool Congress, but we are expecting that again there will be a far-reaching political implications as far as these summons are concerned.